Happy Monday, everyone. Welcome to Glenplays Monday again. I don't know if you've been watching. I played a bunch of Atari games recently, and I mentioned in one of my the Missile Command Glenplays video where there was like a Spongebob plug-and-play game that you'd like plug into your television, and it was just like a rip-off of Atari games. I do remember there being like a Missile Command type game that was like SpongeBob, but after looking at this one, it's not the same one. There's like 3 or 4 SpongeBob plug-and-play games that I got. Those ones that you plug like straight into your TV and you play a bunch of games, and these are all rip-off of Atari games. The Missile Command one isn't on here, but there's a Donkey Kong rip-off and like a Brick Attack rip-off. Breakout for Atari 2600. It's a rip-off of that. Even the control is like the exact same as a fucking Atari 2600 control. Like, see? I don't know if you can see that. Like, see, SpongeBob's nose is the joystick, and there's like a fire button like right there. It's the exact same as the Atari 2600. The first time I got this one from St. Vincent's. I got it for 75 cents because one thing I wanted to mention about plug-and-play games is these things they're mass-produced garbage. Like, I can only see these things ending up in landfills. Maybe they'll be worth something someday, but a lot of these were given to me by people because they couldn't get rid of them. And the sad thing is that when these things came out, these things you plugged right into your TV, it even said on the packaging, like, you know, you don't need cartridges. You can just plug this into your TV and you can play them. All you need is batteries. That's fine. But you got families that want to, like, buy tons of these fucking things. So you end up with 30 of these fucking things, and they all need 4 AA batteries. So what happens to them? The batteries explode in these fucking things because kids stop playing them. And then they end up at St. Vincent's where people like me buy this dumb shit. Hopeless fucking losers that do YouTube fucking videos on this stuff buy this shit for $2. And now I got a whole fucking room full of these goddamn things. Different ones like Star Wars and fucking like motorcycle ones and just tons of different plug-and-play games. But, I mean, it's not... This one's not, like, terrible. There's some plug-and-play games that are really shitty. Like, a lot of the Star Wars plug-and-play games I played were really, like, bottom-of-the-barrel garbage. But this one's not too bad because it's... All it is... These are Atari 2600 games. That's all they are, except they changed out the sprites with SpongeBob characters. So, what I think I'm going to do is... I'm going to have a little drink. To fully comprehend what I'm playing here. Well, I played it before. My son loves this one. I have 2 other SpongeBob plug-and-play games, and they got different games that are inspired by Atari 2600 games on them. And I do have to say, by looking at this, the graphics and the animations and some of the sounds are better, but for the most part, it's just not very good. Like, it's still around the Atari 2600 level gameplay and stuff. The only one well, never mind. I was gonna say the only one I'm not gonna play is Patrick in the Maze, but I'll show you that one anyway. I'm not gonna spend a ton of time on each one of these. I just want to kind of show you some of them because they're still fun to play, but they're just not insanely wonderful. Like SpongeBob's Bubble Bop is pretty much Breakout. I love how they give you directions. You don't need fucking directions to play this game if you've played the Atari 2600. Yeah, but see, it's like... It's a little bit less challenging for kids to play. But it's just, you know, Breakout with SpongeBob sprites. They didn't even try to include, like, his voice or... Oh, fuck. I was concentrating on a thing that was falling. Any of the music from the show, even. Like, if any kid nowadays, if you love SpongeBob, you know the song, you know. lives in a pineapple under the sea. Spongebob Squarepants. It's like, at least have the fucking, you know, like an 8-bit digitized song of SpongeBob, but they didn't include any of that. I don't know who the fuck designed most of the stuff for this plug and play game, but oh, you gotta like bust the top of it. But yeah, you see what that is. This is like, you know, breakout with SpongeBob, you know. I mean, shit, I could even do the SpongeBob voice if they didn't want to fucking do it.
Oh no, I gotta do breakout for Atari 2600.
Yeah, but I'm just gonna reset this. The nice thing about these is that, you know, it's pretty much a, you know, what do I want to say? A contained console right in your hand, so I can just press reset right there and just go to the title screen again. Oh, fuck, except I went right to fucking breakout again. Probably that shot of brandy I just had to compensate for this shitty fucking game. Sandy's Surf Adventure. Now, this is like a shooter, which can sum up most of the games on the Atari 2600. Because there's a lot of fucking like space shooter games. Side-scrolling shooter game. Only it's not very fast. And I just got killed. But yeah, if you look at it, it's pretty mediocre. Not much to say about it. It's your standard side-scrolling shooter game. It's no Life Force, I'll tell you that. I don't know, you could just probably... all you'd have to do is just kind of just avoid them. You wouldn't even have to like shoot at stuff. Oh, except for this, yeah, I guess you'd have to shoot at that kind of shit. Holy fuck, I didn't even touch that thing. Okay, so there is some challenge. I'm just kind of, I don't know, bullshitting my way through this. What was I thinking? Fuck. I was more concentrating on that, like, thing down there, that little circular thing. Is that, like, the ending chime for, because I don't... Yeah, it is, okay. No, I don't want to continue. Well, you got the gist of that. Invasion of the Hooks. This one might be similar to Missile Command, but all you're doing is, you're trying to stop fishermen from getting your friends, like, Squidward and, Patrick. And Sandy, the squirrel who lives under the ocean. Oh no, SpongeBob, a hook got me! Okay, he's got Sandy. SpongeBob! I almost got caught by the fisherman! Squidward. I have a feeling I'm alone on this one. I have a feeling I'm the only... I was gonna say I'm the only person that likes SpongeBob in my audience, but you see that I lost one guy and the game was over. Okay, yeah, I do want to continue because I did do good at this game at a different time. This game is not that hard. I'm sitting here trying to do all the voices of these fucking characters and I'm not even paying attention to play the fucking game. But yeah, you see what I mean. It's like these games are all overly simplistic. They're Atari 2600 games pretty much. It's just with SpongeBob characters. I have to admit, I still am having fun playing this because it's very simplistic like Atari 2600. And I love SpongeBob. There's a lot of adults that hate SpongeBob, but I was one of those people that was skeptical of SpongeBob at first. I really didn't like him. Because I grew up with Ren and Stimpy. I loved Ren and Stimpy. And when SpongeBob came along, I didn't know the whole story of Nickelodeon and Ren and Stimpy and what happened with everything. And I'm like, okay, this... When I saw SpongeBob, I'm like, this is bullshit. Like, they took Ren and Stimpy off TV and now they gave us this shit. This is just a fucking, like, bad, shitty ripoff of Ren and Stimpy. And he's trying to be like that, but he's not. Then I'm like, okay, he's not really that bad. It retained a lot of the style of Ren and Stimpy. This is kind of like a continuation of Ren and Stimpy, just not as flavorful as Ren and Stimpy was, but it's still entertaining to me. I don't know, there's something about SpongeBob I really like. I mean, it's not for everyone. Kids love him. I mean, I can do the voice of SpongeBob, which is part of why I like him. I've included him in other videos, like the toy of him. I do the stop motion animation of him and stuff.
Oh no, Patrick! I gotta save you from the hooks that are coming down in this crappy Atari 2600 game! Ow, ow, ow!
It's fun to do the SpongeBob voice. I plan on doing more SpongeBob type stuff in the future, but hopefully I don't get some sort of copyright claim from Nickelodeon for doing that kind of shit, because it's not like I'm using clips from the show. I'm doing his voice on my own. And just like stop motion animating this creepy action figure that I got for my son a while back. Okay, I'm at 11 minutes with this video, so I'm gonna just play the rest of the games quick for you. I'm sitting here fucking reminiscing about SpongeBob and shit.